For many gardeners, the sound of a rototiller signals the start of spring, a tradition that feels essential. But is tilling really helping our gardens, or could it be doing harm beneath the surface? Soil isn't just dirt, it's a living ecosystem, full of microbes and earthworms working together to support plant life. Tilling can disrupt this balance, breaking up the networks that make soil fertile and resilient. While tilling offers quick results, removing weeds and loosening soil, it may undermine long-term soil health. Instead of following habit, we should ask, what does my soil actually need? Sometimes tilling is necessary, but routine tilling can destroy the very structure we want to build. Understanding both the benefits and drawbacks is the first step to becoming a true partner with our soil. Tilling became popular because it quickly transforms tough ground into a plantable bed. It breaks up compacted soil, mixes in amendments, and gives seedlings an easy start. The burst of oxygen from tilling fuels microbes, releasing nutrients for rapid plant growth. This creates a cycle: plants thrive, gardeners feel successful, and tilling becomes the norm. But this short-term boost comes at a cost. Tilling accelerates the loss of organic matter and soil carbon. Each time you till, you're spending your soil's long-term fertility for a quick payoff. Over time, this can leave soil depleted and less able to support healthy plants. The challenge is to balance immediate results with the long-term health of your garden. Tilling isn't always bad, it's a tool best used for specific problems. Starting a new bed in compacted or weedy soil, tilling can save time and help incorporate organic matter. Severe compaction that blocks water and roots may require a one-time deep tilling to reset the soil. Tilling is also useful for mixing in amendments or turning under cover crops to improve fertility. In some cases, it helps manage pests or diseases by exposing them to predators and the elements. The key is to use tilling purposefully, not as a routine. Always ask, what problem am I solving, and is tilling the best solution? Habitual tilling year after year damages soil structure and life. Healthy soil is made of aggregates, tiny clumps that hold water, air, and nutrients. Tilling pulverizes these, leaving soil prone to compaction and erosion. The result: water runs off or pools, and the soil becomes lifeless and hard. Tilling also disrupts the soil food web, destroying fungal networks and earthworm tunnels. Each pass with the tiller resets the ecosystem, preventing it from maturing. Nature builds soil from the top down, with organic matter slowly decomposing on the surface. Emulating this process creates richer, more resilient soil over time. Transitioning to no-till doesn't have to be daunting. Make your last till count, add compost or organic matter, then till deeply one final time. Afterward, protect your soil with mulch to suppress weeds, conserve moisture, and feed soil life. Each year, add compost and mulch on top. Let earthworms and microbes do the work. Plant by pulling back mulch, not by disturbing the soil. Treat tilling as an occasional fix, not an annual habit. Before tilling, ask, is there a gentler way to solve this problem? By building soil from the top down, you create a garden that's fertile, resilient, and alive.